Welcome to the video. Today I am going to be showing you a timeline of the Bokoblins across the Legend of Zelda. It shouldn't take too long because most games don't have them in, but some good ones do. This is the first time I've got audio or speech in my videos, so if there's any way I can improve it, please let me know. Here you can see the timeline. I've modified it to include Hyrule Warriors and Breath of the Wild. It doesn't actually say where they are though, just for the purposes of this video. Then if I go on here, it shows my edited one, and it shows where Bokoblins are in the game and where they're not. Here the Skyward Sword with Bokoblin on it, Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, Hyrule Warriors and Breath of the Wild. First game, Skyward Sword, at the top. That's what I'll say, you know. Here, it has these Bokoblins in. Quite a lot of them. Compared to other games, you probably recognise some of them. If not, then you will do after this. On the left, you've got the red guy. He's like the generic one, easiest one to fight. Just like red coloured and earrings and black horns. Not that good swords. Sometimes they have horns like this guy does. Then you've got the electric ones. These are pretty hard because if you hit them, you get hurt. If you hit the weapon, you get hurt. And they've also got like their skull's like a little futuristic one, and then green guy is just like the red one, except he's green because he's been underground too long, or well, that's what the game says anyway. And then there's the blue guy, which is just like a harder version of the red one, and he has a golden skull on his back because he's harder, instead of the skull on the normal guy. Then this guy here stops you from using any items if he gets you and he just jumps on you and tries eating you, and really hard to kill. And yeah, you only find him in evil places when they drop evil crystals sometimes. And Skyward Sword was in 2011, so that's when these guys came out, though in the actual timeline this comes first, however in real life it doesn't. Then after Skyward Sword, if you're gonna carry on going by the Zelda timeline, you don't have very many games with the Bokoblins in. Minish Cap, Swords and Ocarina of Time all don't have them in. I've got two reasons which I think this may happen. One, well, maybe when the Skyloft people settle on the ground, all the Bokoblins get wiped out. But that might not have happened because we're in later games. But my second one is that Graham appears to be able to summon them, like he does in the final battle with the horde of them. So maybe he summoned them in Skyward Sword. However, maybe other evil people can summon them. However, Ganondorf doesn't appear to do that in Ocarina of Time, but maybe he didn't know how. At the time anyway, because then you go on to Wind Waker, where there are Bokoblins. Bokoblins in Wind Waker are these guys. Only 3 of them this time. Your blue, your green, and your pinky purpley reddy colour. The pinky purpley ones you find on the sea with their telescopes. The green and blue ones you find in the dungeons. And they come further on from Skyward Sword and may appear to have evolved a bit more since then. They've not got any horns this time, which is quite different to Skyward Sword. They've just got fangs, snouts, big ears, and they're quite slim-like. And no skulls about them either, which the Skyward Sword ones seemed like obsessed with. Now the interesting thing here is that Ganondorf, they went in Ocarina of Time, so Ganondorf must have not known how to summon them if they're summonable, which it appears to be in Skyward Sword. But yet here they are in Wind Waker, so maybe he found out some new magic summoning thing or something like that when he got resurrected, back before the flood. Because, well, I don't think he gets resurrected by himself. Maybe some other evil person did it and told him. Who knows? But these guys were in the real world were in 2002. So these guys were designed before the Skyward Sword ones, which may be why they look a bit different, but in aspects of The Legend of Zelda, it may just be that, well, it's been ages since Skyward Sword when these guys come in, so they should look pretty different. Then, you go back to a timeline, the Wind Waker is there. However, if you're ignoring the timeline, if you go back to where the timeline splits, you can head down the child era, and then there's Twilight Princess. Now, the Bokoblins in Twilight Princess look similar to the ones in Wind Waker, so I don't think the timeline split has done too much change, but they are still different. Probably just because they live in a different world and stuff, but like, you've got a blue one and a pink one, like in Wind Waker where you've got a blue one and a pink one. Green one's not there, and these guys, they've got white hair, which is, blue guy's got it tied back, but the other one hasn't. And the Wind Waker ones don't have any hair. Now, they both have like better clothing than the Skyward Sword ones, but the Twilight Princess ones appear to have a more rural look to them, with their satchels on their sides. And they've got yellow eyes, and the ones in Wind Waker just have normal white eyes with black pupils in. Now, the ones in Twilight Princess, well, different timeline, so they could have taken a different route of evolution, but they still look pretty similar to what they did in Ocarina of Time. And, well, how they got to the Twilight Princess, if they are summonable, like I believe, because Gehiram appeared to be able to summon them in Skyward Sword, so if they are summonable, then, well, maybe it was with Twilight magic, but it might not have been, but that's one of my answers. And then, heading back, there aren't any other games in the actual timeline which have Bokoblins in. However, there are two other games which we either not in the timeline or we don't know where. Hyrule Warriors and Breath of the Wild. Now, I'm going to look at Breath of the Wild first, because, well, it's presumable that Breath of the Wild is still somewhere in the timeline, and it's still a canon game. So if we look at Breath of the Wild, so far there's only two known Bokoblins. They both look pretty much the same. One's blue, one's brown, and the blue one has more tattoos. The brown one gets clubs or spears, however the blue one can get sharp swords. And the blue one normally has good shields. The brown ones sometimes mainly don't have shields, and sometimes if they do, they're not very good. They're just like pot lids. And these ones don't look as well like, how do you put it, developed as the ones in Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, because they've just got rags on, and they do have skulls on them, and all their buildings they build are covered in them. So this suggests a relation to the Skyward Sword ones. They also have a similar appearance and colour. Well, the red one has a similar colour to a Skyward Sword one, and the blue one has a similar colour to a blue one in Skyward Sword. So maybe this game does come in between Skyward Sword and Wind Waker or Twilight Princess. Maybe it doesn't. Just an idea. And they have like pig-like features. They both have one horn on their head, which is another link to Skyward Sword, because on Skyward Sword they had two horns. These guys only have one, and the other ones have none, like showing a decrease in horns. And, well, these guys, well, Breath of the Wild hasn't been released yet, but it's coming out 2017. So, that's when these guys will be out in real lifetime. And then, if you're looking, there's also Hyrule Warriors. So going on to Hyrule Warriors here. The Bokoblins are, well, just pretty much the same as the red ones in Skyward Sword, except different clothing. Well, helmets mainly. The guy on the left, this one, is just the normal Bokoblin. Same as Skyward Sword, they're just used fighting the evil army. Then you've got these guys, red Bokoblin commanders. They like command for Bokoblins, and then Bokoblin summoners on the left. Now, because Hyrule Warriors is a non-canon game, not placed anywhere in the timeline, so I can't show how they develop compared to other ones. But I can show characteristics changing over the years in real life, but considering this game was made in 2014. Well, before then there was Skyward Sword, so that's why they probably used the same design. And well, before Skyward Sword was Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, so that's why the design might have been different. And Breath of the Wild, that's like the latest, so that's why they look more developed, like better designed. Well, not developed, just like better designed, really. Well, that's the end of the video. If you like this sort of video, then you can press the like button to well, help promote it and therefore help promote my channel. It's very good if you do that, because it helps my channel grow. Well, if you didn't like this video for some reason, then you can press the dislike button, and maybe comment below about why you didn't like it, and I'll try to improve. And also, if you really like this sort of video, then you can go ahead and press that subscribe button there. It will help promote my channel, and it will give you, the moment I publish a video, it'll go straight to you and you can watch it if you want. It's pretty good if you like this sort of video, and then if not, if it's just a one-off thing, then you might not want to, but it's entirely up to you. And then, well, if you did like this video, or if you've got anything to comment about, or just anything you want to comment about in general on the video, and you can put it in the comments below. So, I'll see you next time.